Crank that up. Hey, Hannah boy. Thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Steve Online. Trollins, thank you as well. And Papa Virus, thank you for joining us. I'm going to mute this now, though, so that way we don't continue to hear the same thing over and over again. I'll unmute it afterwards, hopefully. Hopefully I'll remember. Crow Farmer, how is it going? I'm on my way back to our home base. I'm open to answer any questions that people might have. Hey, there he is. Hold up. Glorification of the fit, glorification of the fit, mortification of the unfit. Flame ass, you are glorified. Flame bass, flambaz. I got that wrong every single time, but oh well, whatever. Thank you so much for that raid, and thank you so much for spending time with us. It's very cool of you, and very nice to meet all of your audience. I'm not going to mute the alert box so that way it doesn't say the same thing over and over and over again. But thank you guys for all of those follows. It was so great to meet all of you guys. Flame bass, flambas, somebody help me out. I'll nail the nickname. Look, it's Ash. I should have asked you just the same. It's part of my dyslexia. Whatever. I mispronounce everybody's names. Flambas. Flambase. Flambase? Flambas? Just call his on. Fair enough. Like a boss. It's like bass. So flambas. Flambas. That actually sounds correct. Flambas. I think I finally nailed it. Yay! Now I'm going to forget it in another 10 seconds, but whatever. It's cool. Oh, is Hateless asking about stealth bombers? Hateless, you troublemaker. Accident on first day. Oh, yeah, okay. Flam you.
Warp drive active.
Okay, now we still text from time to time. All right. Do not come back to Eve, or I'll come back to Eve. Hey, we need all the people in Eve. You never left Eve. You just took a pause. He loves destroyers in World of Warship, so stealth bombers are going to be right up his alley. That's fair. We'll get him there. He also has, I mean, like I said, CCP actually gave him, or like whatever, this partnership gave him a bunch of stuff, but we didn't know how to access it. So now that we're out of the tutorial area, we'll get him all the stuff that we need to be up to speed, and then we'll dive into... I was going to break down the agency for him to kind of show him the different stuff, but, you know, we used up our time doing what we're doing, so I was hoping to do that next time. Taking breaks since 2005, can't get rid of it. One of my favorites was Jester's Trek used to have a image that was skill points over time versus interest in the game. You know, it's like, oh my god, everything's so pretty. And it's like, oh, can't use that, can't use that. It kind of dips down, and it's like, oh yeah, now I got Tech 2 stuff and cool stuff. And there's like, oh, now there's capitals that I can't use. And it's like, oh yeah, capitals, oh, Doomsday, and then Bitter Vet. Do you have any fleets planned for this cooperation? I don't have anything planned as far as like the activities that we're going to go into with him, because I don't know what he finds fun, right? So if he's like, I want to do PvP, if I want to do PvE, like depending on what he says, I'm going to, you know, help him access the content he likes. I don't, like, I have potential plans, but I don't have like an agenda set for him. He's going to high-sec mine 24/7. We will all do our best to prevent that from happening. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know what he wants to do yet. We're going to discover that together. Yeah. I do want to get him into PvP fleets, or at least some kind of fleet, one way or another. If only us yeeting out to Nullsec to go do something exciting. How grindy is Eve? Depending on what it is that you're trying to grind for. Grinding of ISK, depending on the method that you're doing so, could be quite grindy. But actual progress in the game, the accumulation of skill points, is just done over time. So it actually doesn't matter how much you grind. You could set your skill queue, log out, not log in for a month, come back, and you'll be a month further ahead in the game. Yes, the name of the corp that we have is the Convocation of Empyreans. It is there's a link to our Discord. Nope, apparently not. No? There it is. The Convocation of Empyreans is about maximizing player engagement with EVE Online. So our main corp, Malro, is like the high-sec department, and then Aderon Robotics is our faction warfare branch. Pity Flambase, yeah, Flambass can't be potted to base clone anymore. Hey, man, clone grades went away a long time ago, and that wasn't a bad thing. Actually, it's really interesting that now, as of yesterday, it is now not possible to accidentally lose skill points. The last method in the game for you to lose skill points by mistake was removed from the game. So now the only way to lose skill points is to extract them. Wasn't that sort of a year ago? No, the Tech 3 cruisers skill loss was removed 2 days ago, or a day ago. What is your corp doing in high-sec, and how do you guys operate in faction warfare fleets, or mostly solo? We do faction warfare fleets a lot. In fact, we're going to be doing a major push starting this week, next week. As far as high-sec goes, we do all kinds of stuff. We do invasion content, mission running, mining fleets. The whole point is, again, maximizing player engagement with EVE Online. So our job is to, like, figure out what it is that players need in order to do an activity, and then sort that out as much as we possibly can as an organization, so that way you can just kind of go and do it, and we can all become better for it.
Warp drive active.
Excellent. Sounds good. Yeah, if you go to the EVE Online or EVE Academy website, which may or may not be highlighted here. I don't remember if I did. Never mind. The EVE Academy website, which is like the CCP made tutorial or like newbie training website, recommends the Convocation of Empyreans or its constituent members on every single page. So there we go. Thanks, Neocases. Denied because I was fighting for Caldari a few times. If I make a new account, can I join Aderon? Anu, just DM me directly, and I will on Discord, and I'll look into that matter and see whether or not I can get you in.
Warp drive active.
I'll have 15% Goon Spice by Sunday. I mean, I literally have a Goon FC that hangs out with us like all the time, so too late? We also have Pappy guys on our side, so whatever. So I was thinking about at least jumping into the Abyss for a couple of rounds, just to give us something interesting to look at and talk about. And I definitely want to, like, I'm surprised that people aren't, like, getting on to me about the Alliance tournament yet. If one of my moderators is Kuhn's form, as it turns out. That's true. I don't know if I have any moderators in Pappy right now, but, I mean, in general, I try to stay out of a lot of the null politics because it's like they can fight over their own shit. I ultimately, as you know, with our objective of maximizing player engagement with EVE Online, like allowing people that choose to want to go with Pappy or choose to want to go with the Imperium to do so, and you know, provide the structure for those inroads is our goal. So, am I going to be participating in the AT? Man, that'd be fun. I don't know yet. Like, that is, like, it's one of those things that I hadn't allowed myself to even process that the AT could be a thing. Because up until today, if you ever mention the AT, people would just be like, that's never coming back. So, like, but now it's a thing, right? Like, we got to figure out. Convocation periods is an alliance. We could put together an alliance tournament team. That sounds really awesome. Yeah, Matthew, I think that's awesome. Are they in the chat? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we could worry about that, or we can deal with that.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so I do want to talk about the announcement for a few reasons. At risk of sounding like I'm just white knighting again, I want to say first and foremost, I'm extremely excited about this announcement, right? I think it's an awesome thing to hear about. To me, the reason why this announcement was even better than what I had predicted was because everything else that I was predicting was based on what I knew was already coming, right? We knew that the reserve bank keys were coming. We knew that these Aegis sites were coming. We know that there's an MPE rework coming. We just don't know exactly the timetable for that. We know all these other things that we predicted to be the thing that was coming out. The fact that the AT is returning is actually a new piece of information. That's why I'm actually excited about this. Because, like, if it had just been like, and now the Aegis sites are coming out, then I would have just been like, yep, I was right, and I was able to be smug about it and walk away. But now I get to add something new to my list of things that are coming and to be interested about. So in that sense, I actually like this announcement better than what I had predicted. That being said, obviously, I would have been much more happier if it was like a 30-minute long like keynote with multiple announcements and a big thing and like an expansion level shit. It would have been super nice for it to be like more than that. But for what it was, I think it was really, really good. And this is the thing that's pointed that I even tried to point out at the time. The problem is that we got ourselves hyped up by this one, right? All they did was put up an announcement video and tell us about it 24 hours ahead of time because of the Premiere system. I believe they've even used a Premiere before, but I think only once before, so it stood out as kind of interesting. But it was unusual, but it's far too common for us to think that just because it's a new way of doing it, that inherently means that it's somehow a bigger announcement than other announcements. And ultimately, this team is also experimenting with their social media communication. So they have no... I don't think that they did. Like, literally, the only thing I saw CCP do was post it and then, like, respond to people when they asked him about it. And mostly they were just like, I don't know what it's going to be, or we'll have to see. So I don't think that they implied ever... And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'd love to not say this, speak dumb if they did say something louder. Okay, I'll look into it. Either way, I never got the impression that it was for sure a big announcement. And I tried to warn people about that ahead of time. All we knew is that it was a pre-made announcement. That being said, I mean, depending on your definition, I consider this a pretty big announcement. It's not the end of scarcity, but what it was announced is that the Alliance tournament is returning this November. For those of you who don't know, the Alliance tournament was a basically annual tournament of players that is conducted by CCP. It's got special reward ships and huge prizes for people. People put a lot of work into it, and it's basically the top players of the game competing with each other in a structured format, which is pretty fun. The AT canceling was based on the idea that, like, so the Alliance tournament mostly got by on the backs of devs' volunteer hours, right? You know, the company itself didn't put any like priority to the Alliance tournament. It was one of those things that the devs made happen, you know, passionate devs. And between the dropping of like Logibro from the team and some other things, it became too hard for them to maintain the Alliance tournament systems alongside with everything else. And so they just dropped support. However, you know, CCP Aurora and CCP Convict, CCP Aurora and CCP Swift are both highly connected to the tournament scene prior to them being hired. So that's, I mean, like the idea of the return of the Alliance tournament, or at least some sort of structured competitive play, was something I saw coming for a while now. But you know, the idea of the AT returning, I think, is a really cool thing, because ultimately I want to say that it implies that CCP is more committed to actually maintaining and doing a good job with the AT. So that has me very, very excited. All right. And I'm going to run like super easy Abyss, so you guys don't need to like get on to me about it, but I'm doing it just to keep things simple. Knock on wood, not have any problems. And, you know, be able to chat with you guys while we're doing it. So I'm going to do like a tier 3 or 2, and then I'll do probably do a tier 4. So the Abyss is a 3-roomed, timed, semi-random instanced dungeon. So once I activate this filament, I have 20 minutes to complete 3 rooms of challenges and get out. Otherwise, my ship and myself and my pod are all destroyed. At least they made it so the lights aren't pink anymore. The Abyss comes in 7 different tiers of difficulty and 5 different kinds of weather. Weather are like different effects that impact all of the ships inside. That allows you to like kind of select your challenges. In this case, I'm going to be doing firestorms, which are some of the hardest filaments in the game. Do I have any? Oh, whatever. I guess I don't need all the drones. And apparently I don't need these ammo in here either, because I'm just going to take them. That certainly won't bite me in the ass later when I undock that Drekavik and go try to fight with it and realize I have no ammo.
Warp drive active.
Which level am I going to do? Like I said, I'm going to just do a level 3 just to like make this almost trivially easy, so that way I can show you guys what it is. I've said that so many times now. I'm now going to like watch. I'm just going to call it now. I'm going to have a DC and lose this like really nice ship. That way, at least I called it if it's going to happen. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on, like somebody trying to come and kill me. All right, and let's go. All right, starting Leshak first. All problems in the Abyss are fixed first by overheating your afterburner. So I'm going to overheat my afterburner 1 cycle and get some damage on this starving Leshak. I got to get the starving Leshak down really fast so that way I can move on to the striking Leshak. Remember I told you about connection issues? All right, now I'm going to go on to the striking Leshak. Occult. Leshaks are nasty because they can control the room, but they also have not a lot of hit points. So if you don't give them a chance to remote rep or anything like that, then they are actually pretty quick to take out, thankfully. What kind of autonomy would a corp lose if they join the alliance? I actually probably wouldn't have a corp join the alliance per se. What I would likely do is just blue your corp and then give you access to all of our services. If you did want to be part of the convocation proper, the only thing I'd really ask you to do is maintain our don't be a dick rule within HiSec. So no suicide ganking, no going and messing up with other people's missions. Otherwise, it'd be the same as any other member of the convocation. Yes, I use an active tank. That's why I use double cap battery. And double NOS. So now I just pop these guys. Oh, don't want to forget the cash while I'm here. Ha ha ha. The cache, so each room has a Triglavian bioadaptive cache. The cache has the main prize for each room. There are secondary prizes in the extractor nodes, but extractor nodes are only really valuable to get if you can get them without increasing your time. It's almost always better to just be running another site rather than going after all of the caches. But different people do different things. Yeah, oh yeah, Space Trucker Cowboy is super the thing. In fact, there are people that make their entire job hauling stuff for people. Like literal space truckers. This is a tier 3 Abyss. And that Tesla is not getting hit, so I'm just going to work with drones. The thing I love about Triglavian ships is even if you miss, it still keeps ramping. So if something's hard to hit, you might miss a few times. But then when you finally hit, you're going to hit like a ton of trucks. Yeah, this is just a level 3. I'm literally just like walking through the Abyss with you guys. Okay, Drifter Frontline with a bunch of Dissipators, which are neuters, and Obfuscators. So I'm going to go up and over. The goal is to kill the Dissipators quickly and then get around the front lines. When the Dissipators get within about 20 kilometers of me, that's when I'm going to overheat my afterburner. There's no webs, so I should be perfectly fine. My goal is to get behind Charybdis and get her to point towards the Stargate. So now that the dissipators are within 20 kilometers, I'm going to overheat my afterburner for 2 cycles to let them get behind me, so that way their newts are no longer affecting me as much. Normally you would do this with webs too. And actually I let them get a little bit too close anyways. Normally I would be a little bit further tightened out. But I'm already getting to the point where I'm behind them. So now their newts are too far away for them to be able to affect me. If they were webbing, they would stop webbing me. And I am home free to catch up with Charybdis. Charybdis, by default, always is trying to get away from you. So if you let her keep backing away, she's just going to back away to the edge of the arena of the map, and you'll have to fight her there, which sucks. So I want to stop her and get on the back side of her, so that way I can force her to start going towards the gate, which is where I want to be anyways. So now I can kill Charybdis. The Drifter battleship has an incredibly high amount of damage and incredibly good range, but very poor tracking. So the idea is that if you spiral in, you keep up your traversal, you can make it so that she doesn't hit you, and you can just, you know, do whatever you want. Apparently not shoot her is what you can do. Yes, I'm doing a firestorm. There actually was a character, speaking of how safe you can be, there's a player of the game who has visited every single one of the over 5,000 systems in New Eden and didn't die a single time. Managed to make it into every system in New Eden, wormhole and K-space, without dying a single time. Took him about 10 years. His name is Katia Sai. Well, his character's name is Katia Sai, and her monument is in... It's not Safazan. Somebody help me out where the monument is. 7,800 systems in Eve? That sounds right. Well, I can't remember. Like, the announcement guy says something like 5,000, but I think that's not including wormhole space. All right, now that the Charybdis is dead, I can just pop the cache real quick and then kill these last 2 dudes and then be out. Yeah, Safazan was where Jamil was assassinated. There is chaos here in Safazan. I remember that announcement. You bet that wasn't his first character? I mean, it was his main character. He was an explorer, so he didn't get into combat-y things. His whole thing was about avoiding combat. I think that, well, I mean, I think that he's died on other characters. So that's 2 rooms down. I've still got 12 minutes to go. All right. Illuminators do target painting. Lancers are damage. Fire Watchers, Wardens, and Aegis. So these little dudes are going to be the ones that I need to mess with in this room. Should be quick to pick them off. This room is a damage room, but isn't that bad. One of the fun things to note is that if you notice these sleepers that I'm fighting, they don't have shields. They only have 2 bars. Sleepers do not have shields. Drifters have super shields. Interesting combination. Why am I not hitting the Fire Watcher? Hit the Fire Watcher. There it is. Kill the cache. Which ship am I flying? The Icky Tursa. I'm gonna send out my drones just to be able to kill this guy real quick. Oops. Derp. Yep, this is from the Eve Vegas 2019. King by William Shatner on your first day? That's pretty hilarious. Am I going to E Vegas 2021? I don't. I'm interested to. Well, the E Vegas is coming out is Goonswarm produced, not actually like the normal Eve one. I wonder whether or not the CCP is going. Like the plan was CCP was going to move E Vegas to California, but that got canceled by the pandemic. So it'll be interesting to see like as we move back to doing player run of or like physical gatherings again, what that's going to look like. Planetarion? I did not play Planetarion. Yeah, the this year's Eve Vegas is not officially CCP's. It's reverted back to, since CCP has decided to not do it at Vegas anymore. They're, like I said, they're going to go to California anyways. The plan was that Eve Vegas was going to revert back to its original thing, which was a player gathering, mostly Imperium. All right, now let's all pray our prayer. No tornadoes, no tornadoes, no tornadoes. One of these days, but not today. All right, let's go ahead and do at least one more. I'll do a T5. That was or T4. That was really easy. Let's do at least a T4. That felt too easy. Hulkageddon. Now haven't seen that in a while. All right. So this is real shit. This is one tier, actually not real shit, but this is one tier up from what I just did. Realer shit? I don't know. T3 is the bread and butter tier. It's where a lot of people sit at, and like I recommend people do at least 20 to 100 tier 3s before they ever step into tier 4 or tier 5. Tier 4, tier 5, and tier 6 are kind of like the challenge tiers. Oh. No, this is fine. Let's go this way. Firewatchers. Firewatchers are newts. It's going to be my main threat right now, I think. Although that Sentinel is going to be nasty too, I think. There's that. Okay. Aegis. Who's neuting me? Sentinel. I need a month of doing level 4 agent missions to get arrested. I mean, that is one of the things that level 4 agent missions are pretty good at, is that, like, it's a pretty, like, basic is the wrong word, but, like, you have to worry about less things. It allows you to focus on very specific components of, like, you know, the damage. And generally, it's not like a piloting issue or anything like that. Oh, shoot! Shoot! Oh, no! Speaking of Raven, I have to do my Raven giveaway today. After this, I will start the giveaway for the Raven, and then we'll figure out what to do next. The skin, I mean. The scope syndication skin. We'll be doing that next. And let's kill some Watchmen. Ah, you thought I was going to die? Oof. No, I'm pretty sure I'd be shouting a lot louder than that. Cannot be more disappointed. Ah, Ranger! Makes me sad. I'll be doing the. Like I said, I'm going to start it up as soon as I get out of the abyss. Oh, what? How did that lucid watchman get out of my range? Bah, whatever. So this is the first room, 4 minutes. So 6 minutes is death. So we're still doing okay. First room's pretty good. I am tentatively very excited at Eve being on Valkyrie being on Humble Bundle, but I'm gonna have to see how that works. Fogcasters. Oh. So this short-range deviant automata suppressor will kill all of these rogue drones for me. So that's kind of nice. I could go for the medium one since it's closer, or since it's a... Actually, I don't even know if it's closer. Where's the medium one? No, the medium one's back there too, so never mind. So as these rogue drones catch up with me, they're going to start taking damage from all of these... Yep, you can see they're taking damage from the deviant automata suppressor. They would actually damage my own drones too. So there's kind of a trade-off in these. And these can be very dangerous if you're not fighting rogue drones. But it's kind of fun to go to these places and the deviant automata suppressor is going to be even stronger. So let's go ahead and bring him over here. Yep, there goes the short-range deviant automata suppressor, and I'm going to kind of loop around it to drag the rats into the suppressor range. And you'll start to see, especially with both of the suppressors working on them, they're really going to start taking some damage. There's something about like making the rats kill themselves on their own on the environment that I've always really loved about the Abyss. Makes you feel so clever. All right, we're going to start heading to the transfer conduit because we're now way out of position. It's been 6 minutes total. And now all of them just kind of start disappearing. There they go. All of them gone. Bye-bye. Now I'm way out of position, but that was just too much fun. I'm doing an Icky Tursa and Tier 4 Firestorms. Again, I'm only using Tier 4 right now because I didn't want like an extreme challenge. I want to be able to focus on this, the chat and everything like that. So this is just an opportunity to give you guys... Basically, Tier 5, the only difference is that there's like 1 or 2 more rats in each room. So I've got 13 minutes to finish the last room. There is no battleships. Yeah, battleships were very beginning, right? Because I remember when CCP Hilmar was telling a story about like he took maternity leave right after the game came out, and it was about like trying to work up to a battleship. Daffy Drax, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole of Chief Online. One more room. 12 minutes. Plenty of time. Just don't do something ridiculously dumb and we're good. Oh. All right, we're going to go with the drainer first. And then the, yeah, we're going to go with the drainer first. We're going to overheat our afterburner by 1 cycle to get closer. Sorry, 2 cycles. Swap to the closer range ammo. This isn't so bad. Oh man, I'm in the speed cloud. Oh crap. Speed cloud. This is like all of the new things all at once. There we go. We're gonna go with the Thunderchild as a... Why am I hearing the edge of the fucking field? Oh my god. That is freaking me out. That... Are they close to the field then? That's why. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, now I need to figure out why that's happening. Because they're dying? What the fuck is happening? The Thunderchild. Okay. We gotta figure this out. So let's go ahead and grab this. We're going to start heading over there. What's the loot in these dungeons? There's a lot of different loot. There's Triglavian materials and blueprints and keys for other things and mutaplasmids to randomly modify your ships or your equipment. I mean, I've got plenty of time. I'm going to get this sorted, but like that was just such a weird behavior. Oh, I think I understand what happened. I think that the speed cloud caused the piloting of the ships to go off and caused them to slam into the wall too early. Interesting. Either way. Well, we got this. We got this. Am I doing PvP Abyssals? Not at the moment. I don't think there is PvP Abyssals at the moment. I guess Thunderchild? We'll go after the battleship at first, I guess. Also, let's be very careful to not make the same mistake as the Thunderchild and crash into the boundary. Come on, 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 come on. Hey, thanks for the webs. That was actually extremely useful. Thank you. All right. And off to the origin conduit. And we're done. Done. They have a... No, they have the PvP filament that comes up next is the Rifter Free-for-All. I don't remember what day that starts. Maybe that's already started. How much has the Abyssal stuff changed? They added a bunch of new rat types, or like 3 or 4 different new scenarios. The Gila is still very much effective in the Abyss. All right. How's it? Once again, that's the prayer of no tornadoes. Did a tier 4 electrical and got 17 million. That is not great. Let's see how much I got. I got 60 million and 2. Hold on, let's just not include ammo. 50 million. 50 million. So that would be like 40 million for one, 10 million for the other. That's about right. I did get an unstable, which is kind of lucky. No death. Yay! It's always possible. All right. Let me set up this giveaway. We'll do it for like 5 minutes. And I'll give a Raven away. Or Raven skin away. Because it is Wednesday. So this technically would be the Eve Universe show of the day. But this has obviously been a bit unusual compared to some others. But I definitely wanted to give away one of them scope syndication skins today for you guys. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 Nosses, crazy. It's my last desperate attempt to stay cap stable if I'm under extreme newt pressure. Yeah. You've got the 3 utility highs, so I've got the tractor unit. It's like, what else am I going to use? The Nos might save my bucket one day. I could go with smart bombs, but I went with Nosses. Oh, what are the filaments that you linked in Discord? Let me go check real quick. I've never seen those before. This is going to be this is the proving conduit from July 31st to August 1st, which is going to allow basically all of the cruisers. And that's the reason why this is called the throwback proving conduit or filament, because these were all the ships that were eligible to be in the proving conduits in the old version, because you'd have to complete a cruiser site in order to get in. So this shows that the next the proving conduit that happens on July 31st will be that one. All right. Let me pull up let me do the giveaway. We were almost going to do 2. You guys did a hype train while I was gone, but it didn't hit a high enough level for me to trigger a second giveaway. But go ahead and exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. We'll go for just like a couple of minutes. No, the filaments when they drop become useless after the event. Like I have a bunch of older filaments for old PvP arenas. They're useless afterwards. Just like expired accelerators or any of that kind of stuff. Let me pull up the thing that you're going to win if you win. This is the scope syndication. I should have put a flag at the front that said that I was doing a giveaway for a skin. Haha. This is why you follow my stream, no matter what I put in. Wahaha. Where am I? Scope. This is the skin up for grabs. It is this month's partner skin. Nah, right, Ranger. I'm already out of here after this, so it's fine. Meanwhile, oh my gosh, I have all these follows. Is Brendan Gallos or where was it? Who was it that did the No Meaning? I think, right? Dang it, I was trying to say, who was it that did the gifted subs earlier? There it is. Oh no, Brendan Gallos and the one and only cider was 2 days ago. Hold on. There's somebody else. Maybe it was just Brendan Gallos today. Either way. Is he still here? Hey, Leclerc, thank you for that. 07, you get all of the tribes of the Mimitar Republic to celebrate Mimitar Liberation Day. You can show your pride and what team you are siding with, no matter what team it is now, in all of the streamers' streams, as well as all of my favorites from before. The Convocation of Empyreans, Aderon Robotics, Triglavian Collective, Edencom, the 3 Triglavian Clades, Rogue Drones, Drifters, Sancha, etc., as well as my new 07s, which is, of course, how we thank and welcome people for their subscription. So 07s in chat. Go ahead and give any 07s that you have. My 07, somebody else's 07, just the character's 07. If you have a streamer that you follow that they have an 07, make sure to 07 it in chat. So that way you can show off your favorite streamers and other people can see them and be like, ooh, that's a cool 07. I should check out that streamer. Let me pull up all my 07s. I do like to collect them. I think I actually have more, but some people put salute, some people put 07. I just grabbed the ones that are saying 07 at the moment. Thank you for that. Styler, you here? Fine, we'll go with Styler. Styler's here. He's a good dude. Styler Star is both a really great mod and an up-and-coming Eve streamer that you should check out. Styler, X up in chat if you're here. Or not, that's cool too. All right. I got to figure out who we're going to raid next. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not working out much. Are they live? Okay, cool. No, I wasn't trying to tell them to go. I wasn't trying to tell Styler Star to go. Yeah, Styler Star, you're here. Go tell me who to raid was what I was going to say. But as Ty pointed out, hold on. Let's see here. Neither of those guys are live. I don't see. Bjorn B is streaming. That's true. So is Nth Dimensional, though. Bjorn B already has his viewers. Like, if you wanted to go watch Bjorn B, you're one of the 450 people already doing that, I think. I I think that we might go with nth dimension. Let's do a poll real quick. Nth dimensional, Macaroni or Rough Hades. Those are three people that I'm pretty good friends with. So let's go ahead and manage poll. All right, new poll. Who to raid? We have, what was it? We have Nth. We have Macaroni. And we have Rough Hades. Two minutes. You can vote extra with bits or loyalty points if you want to. Let's just figure out who we're going to raid and raid out. Oh, after the prize, obviously. Now then, speaking of the prize, one last chance. Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. Going to close it in like 20 seconds. 23 seconds, as it turns out, because that'll make it been open for 7 minutes. Elder Kip, I'm not sure who exactly you're talking about on that one, but I would like to note that the idea of cherry picking is I don't agree with people angry at cherry picking. I'll just put that as my spoiler. All right, I'm going to close the entries and we're going to go ahead and pull the winner. Boom, pulling the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Nostalgic Rhino. X up in chat. Excellent. All right, Nostalgic Rhino, can you just DM me in either Discord or in Twitch? And as soon as I'm done with the raid, I will send you the code for it. Sounds good? All right. And with that being said, I've been Ashtarothi. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about it since 2012, and I'm here to put Eve into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. This has been really awesome. Thank you so much for, hold on, Flambass, and CCP and all the other people for helping make this possible. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to do even more of these. We've got at least 4 more of these to do just for this and, whatnot. The Eve Universe show today is kind of a little bit wonky, but we'll be returning again definitely on Friday, but maybe even more tomorrow. We will be going back to faction warfare now. The Minotaur Liberation games is really, really fun, but obviously the Caldari state wants to try to thub their nose at me and get my attention and take Kentucky during the 3 days I wasn't paying attention. So that's fine. You've got my attention. So we'll be doing more faction warfare stuff starting soon. That being said, if you're interested in helping out, taking part with what we got, being part of the Convocation of Empyreans, or better yet, Aderon Robotics and fighting to defend freedom and democracy, please come check us out at the Convocation of Empyreans. Links to the Discord, not below. Hold on. Now below. All right. And without further ado, we are going to be raiding Nth Dimensional. He's a good dude, friend of the stream. And until next time, I've been Ashtarothi. I'll see you in space.